And doing that, I just felt like it was disrespectful to me, to my relationship. It just was, period, the end. But I think I've endured so much disrespect, and I still do.
This ain't your typical Hailey and Justin gossip. It runs way deeper than couple drama. Behind every Vogue cover, every red carpet PDA, and every polished Instagram snap, there's a mess Hailey's been hiding. But now, it's all bubbling up. Let's be real, Hailey Bieber didn't just marry into the spotlight. She had to hustle for every inch of respect in the modeling world. From the jump, she was stuck in the shadows of Kendall Jenner and Gigi Hadid. And just when it looked like her moment had finally come, boom! Justin had to crash the party. That solo Vogue cover? Hailey waited years to score that. It should have been her ultimate career win. But guess what? Justin turned it into a whole sideshow with one slick Instagram caption. He dimmed her shine just like that, like he couldn't let her have the spotlight for 1 second. The caption? He even exposed their private beef. Yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales she would never be on the cover of Vogue. What? Who says that? Then he doubled down, writing, "Yikes, I know. So mean, like it was some kind of funny confession." But the kicker? He said he only did it to get even with her. He actually admitted, "I felt so disrespected, I thought I gotta get even." And then tried to clean it up by saying, "As we mature, we realize we're not helping anything by getting even. We're just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection." Fans were not buying it. They were fuming. One commented, "Who needs enemies when they've got a husband?" Others felt the coldness loud and clear. "Hailey doesn't need new haters. She's got the biggest one at home," someone else said. And the blows kept coming. Another fan dropped, "This is giving staying together for the kids' energy, even though they don't have any." After the caption drama, he tried to make it right, fast. But nah, the damage was done. People had already clocked the lack of public love and support he showed her. They saw right through it. But the real tea? This wasn't some random slip. Fans started asking the question no one ever wanted to say out loud: is Justin actually sabotaging Hailey's career on purpose? Think about it. That Vogue mess isn't even the first time. There's a pattern. A loud, messy, undeniable pattern. From brushing off her kisses in public to sharing that wild meme of a kid flipping the bird in 5 different directions. Captioned, "POV, me behind my girlfriend after she makes me mad." Like, really? At one point, he even told her not to touch him, on camera, making her look small in front of the world. It's not just awkward, it's humiliating. Fans have been piecing it all together, asking, why does he keep doing this? Is he insecure? Is he trying to keep her in check? Because every time she tries to step into her own spotlight, Justin's right there, reminding everyone who he thinks the real star is. And it's not her. Let's get into it, because Hailey never had it easy in this game. Yeah, she's a Baldwin, but that last name only gets you in the room, not on the runway. In modeling, if you're not tall enough to tower, walking like the catwalk raised you, or rolling with the Hadid-Jenner clique, you're not getting through those industry gates that easy. Hailey's opened up about this before. Her rise wasn't some fairy tale glow-up. It was slow, lonely, and filled with rejection. While her friends like Kendall, Bella, and Gigi were dominating runways, Hailey always felt like the odd one out, and not just emotionally either. She literally didn't fit the industry's cookie-cutter model look, and they made sure she felt it. This wasn't some inner struggle she cooked up in her head. Nah, this was real, straight-up gatekeeping. People in power actually questioned whether she was even a real model. Imagine grinding since your teenage years only to hear that from the folks running the show. Hailey had to claw her way up, campaign by campaign, show by show, proving herself at every turn. And then, she marries one of the biggest pop icons in the world. You'd think folks would finally respect her hustle, but instead they tossed her in the influencer box and acted like she just stumbled into success. That Vogue cover should have been her big mic drop moment, the one that silenced the haters and proved she earned her spot. It should have been all about her. But nope, Justin stepped in and made it about himself. What should have been a celebration turned into a flashback of how little he believed in her back then. On a day that should have been filled with love and hype for Hailey, it just left everyone with a weird vibe. And the real kicker? Justin has shown up better for other women, especially Kendall Jenner. Let's rewind to 2016 when Kendall landed her Vogue cover. What did Justin do? He reposted it with, "Congrats, Ken, you look beautiful. Clean, simple, pure support. No jabs, no twisted captions, just love." But when it's Hailey's big moment, he hits rewind on a fight where he told her she'd never make it to Vogue. Then he wraps it up in some fake deep message about growth and maturity. Fans were not impressed. One viral tweet hit hard. The message he gave the friend he hooked up with was more loving than what he gave his own wife. It wasn't just awkward, it was telling. People picked up on the energy real quick. And the truth? This doesn't feel like a one-time slip, it's looking like a full-blown pattern. And behind closed doors, things are even messier. Sources close to them say Justin and Hailey argue a lot, and when they do, Justin doesn't hold back. He hits her where it stings the most, her career. He throws digs that cut deep, making her feel like she'll never be good enough. Then he apologizes. And like clockwork, she forgives him. Every single time. Their love story? It's not some fairy tale. It's more like Romeo and Juliet without the poetry. Constant breakups and makeups. Big fights followed by dramatic apologies. It's draining to even watch. Imagine living it. And it doesn't stop there. Hailey's not just dealing with their emotional roller coaster, she's also handling the public backlash from Justin's wild behavior. Lately, fans are even whispering about a possible mental breakdown. Let's be honest, Justin's clearly going through it. He's admitted to feeling low, overwhelmed, and betrayed. Word is, some people in his inner circle messed with his finances big time, and he's been spiraling ever since. His team claims he's stable now, but after that viral clip of him at Hailey's pop-up, people aren't so sure. He looked wired, was rambling, overhyped, and yeah, fans couldn't ignore that something felt off. Whatever's happening behind the scenes, one thing's for sure. Hailey's out here fighting battles most people can't even see. Things have gone from weird to straight up concerning when it comes to Justin. One clip had him dropping wild bars online, saying stuff like, "I fly high like a magpie, I go high like a bad guy." People were like, what is he even saying? But it really exploded after Coachella 2025, where he was caught on camera possibly smoking weed, at least that's what fans swear they saw. And Hailey? She didn't waste a second. She scooped up Justin's teenage half-brother Jackson and got out of there fast. Meanwhile, Justin kept dancing with his crew like nothing went down. No care, no concern, just vibes. But the internet lit up, and once again, Hailey had to step in and play cleanup. She tried to lift his spirits with a chill day at Disneyland, but instead of cheering him up, the pictures told a different story. There he was, looking low at the happiest place on earth. You could tell Hailey was doing her best, standing by him, smiling through the pain, but that tired look in her eyes said everything. Not long after, Justin posted a video of himself crying, and right after that, Hailey shared something super raw. "I'm fragile, I'm insecure, and I've had more days than I can count where I've scrolled Instagram comparing myself to everyone else." That hit deep. Some people say his tears came from the pressure. Others claim it was after finding out Hailey might be pregnant and he wasn't ready. If that's true, that's heavy. Fans are officially over it. After years of watching the low-key shade, emotional roller coasters, and missed chances to show real support, they're calling it like they see it. This doesn't look like love, not even close. Even folks in the industry are clocking the vibes. Under Hailey's Vogue post, Kim and Kylie showed up in full cheerleader mode. But Justin? He spiraled into a moody rant. Then came Selena, yes Selena, liking a Rhode skin post with Hailey in it, which set the internet on fire. Not long after, Selena dropped a cryptic post about cheering someone on, and fans went full detective. That moment had everyone side-eyeing Justin harder than ever. One fan nailed it, saying, "All this support makes it pretty clear. He's been the problem the whole time." And then things turned dark. What started as fans calling out emotional neglect suddenly turned into whispers, no, shouts, about alleged physical abuse. And if even a fraction of what's being said is true, we're looking at a side of Justin the world was never supposed to see. Let's rewind to 2017, Ecuador. Rumor has it Hailey was recording Justin on her phone when things flipped. Allegedly, he grabbed her arms, pushed her, and she fell to the ground. Witnesses, other girls who were there, said they were straight up scared by how aggressive he got. And sadly, that's not the only time. There's another moment that made headlines. Him flat out hitting her in public with cameras rolling. If that's happening in front of the world, what's happening when no one's watching? Then there's the clip from Vegas. Justin storming ahead, all hyped and yelling, while Hailey trails behind. People instantly labeled it a major red flag. Some even called it classic manipulative behavior. Love bombing in private, tearing her down in public. Another fan-caught moment, he jumps out of the car, slams the door before Hailey even gets out. No care, no patience, just disrespect. That's when the internet started calling it what they saw it as, a humiliation ritual, like he's slowly breaking her down emotionally and doing it in full view of the world. And the saddest part? Hailey's talked about how much all of this really hurts. She's tried to act like it gets easier, like the rumors don't cut as deep anymore. But she admitted, the pain never really fades. One day, folks say they're getting divorced. The next, they're moving across the globe, or they're secretly miserable. It's nonstop. And it's not just trolls online, it's people inside the industry in their circle watching everything unfold. Even when Hailey's out there chasing her dreams, nailing photo shoots, building her skincare empire, she's still battling that pressure to prove herself over and over again. No matter how far she climbs, there's this lingering cloud like she has to earn her spot every single time. And every time Justin overshadows one of her wins, it just pushes the idea that she's only relevant because of him. But don't get it twisted. Hailey's not just sitting in silence. She's been trying to reclaim the narrative, reminding folks that she's not just Justin's wife. She is the brand too. She's putting in the work, grinding behind the scenes, and standing her ground. Now, Justin's been vocal about his own inner struggles. He once admitted that when people say he deserves his fame, he feels like a fraud. His exact words? "If they only knew my thoughts, how judgmental I am, how selfish I really am, I definitely feel unqualified most days." He even said that when he feels small, his gut reaction is to tear others down. So maybe when he downplayed Hailey's Vogue cover, it wasn't just about her. Maybe it was his own shame boiling over. But let's be real, that still doesn't excuse it. Because intentional or not, what Justin keeps doing is turning Hailey's proudest moments into awkward, painful memories. Instead of lifting her up, he's dimming her shine, again and again. And when the backlash hit, what did Justin do? He didn't apologize properly, he just switched up the caption. Gone was the messy confession. In its place, a bunch of random emojis, shrugging, finger pointing, heart hands, even that weird smiley with a tear. Like, what is that supposed to say? Fans were confused, and Hailey? She just let it slide. Now let's bring this full circle. This isn't just about a caption or a few awkward fights. This is bigger. This is about emotional burnout, career sabotage, and a woman who might be seriously considering walking away from the entire modeling industry. Sources say Hailey's been stepping back from Fashion Week events, skipping shows, and putting more energy into Rhode and her business ventures. And can you blame her? Being a model means putting yourself out there, being seen, being celebrated. But every time she steps into that light, Justin seems to block it. That Vogue cover was supposed to flip the script. Instead, it may have been the moment that broke the illusion. The moment she realized her biggest supporter might also be her biggest obstacle. Will she walk away from modeling completely? We don't know yet, but what we do know is this. Hailey spent a decade dealing with public shade, emotional roller coasters, and feeling like her wins weren't really hers. And yet, she's still standing, still showing up, still smiling through it all. But for how long? So now we gotta ask, was this ever really love? Or has it all been low-key sabotage wrapped up in sweet words and surface-level support? Because from the silence during her biggest moments, to the emotional rants, to the deleted captions and shady energy, Justin might be revealing something Hailey hasn't said out loud. That sometimes, the person claiming to love you the most might actually be the one holding you back the hardest. If you made it to the end of this one, you're the real MVP. Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Justin's sabotaging Hailey's modeling career on purpose? Or are we just watching a messy, chaotic love story that's drowning in red flags? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stick with us for more deep dives into the stories behind the headlines. 'Cause this one's not over yet.